welcome back everyone to another episode of Final Fantasy. We're picking up exactly where we left off in the last episode. We're leaving Elfland to get to the Marsh Cave, which is to the southeast somewhere, southwest. So we are here, and there's that blinking dot at the very bottom left, like directly diagonally southwest of where we are. There's that blinking dot. That's where we're headed. And it's quite the journey, and it's not an easy one, so... okay, just a giant, no big deal. Giants are no longer a threat right now, hopefully. So... eventually, Eric is gonna get good, I promise you guys. He's just missing a little too much right now, but eventually he does stop missing. And he becomes really good. I know I've been saying that since the beginning of the game. I told you guys, Eric, the reason I picked Eric is because he gets good. And so far he hasn't, but he does. And you can see Jean, even when Jean gets attacked, he's only taking 1 damage. Like, it's not, he's not in any danger, really, from enemies right now. It's everyone else. Oh, I'm cutting this. And I did forget to mention, when a character gets poisoned, or is, poisoned mostly, he'll be sent to the bottom of the list. So as you can see, it's now Ren at the bottom, so we're gonna go ahead and switch these out again. I don't think it makes a difference in terms of who gets targeted most. I think they both are supposed to be targeted the same amount, but I just prefer it that way. Okay, I don't remember if we have encountered the Geist. I know we've encountered ghouls. Have we encountered ghouls? I forget which one we encountered. I think we might have encountered both, actually. At the, Temple of Fiends. But I don't remember if we did or did not encounter, goodness, I'll think of the word. Ghouls. Geists. Geists are, they'll paralyze you, you know? So, and this is actually 2 good strategies against these guys. Fire, which we can do. One of the reasons I wanted Fire 2 is crowd control with these guys, Fire 2. But really, what you want is Harm. And I think I showed you guys, but Harm 2 really does a number on these guys. I'm not going to waste Harm 2 on these. I'm not actually going to waste either Fire or Harm. I'm just going to go melee on them. There are only 3 of them, so they should not be a problem at all. Wow. Naturally. Maybe I should have used fire. Eric, will you please hit? Oh, man. And he's paralyzed again. I guess if he has 1 weakness... if he has 1 weakness, is being susceptible to... we gotta focus these guys. Susceptible to status effects. He's getting smashed. Goodness. And he's right back paralyzed. This is the annoyance of this game. Like this is where this game gets not very fun. And when I said earlier, a couple episodes ago, where I didn't want to get my own version of Paralyzed, this is why. Because you never know if it's going to last one turn, or if it's going to last 13 turns. It's just not great, I would say. So what I'm going to do, make it right here, and I'm going to use a cabin. So HP has been fully recovered. Do I want to save it? Yes, I do. Now, getting into the Marsh Cave is going to be... we're going to the Marsh Cave, but the Marsh Cave itself is... it gets more... There are multiple levels, and they get more difficult as you go. And... It's kind of a... It can be kind of like a maze in parts, but it's just the enemy encounters that make this difficult. So we'll see how we do, because there are some really, really powerful enemies here. Let's do this. The bats are nothing. They don't actually attack you or anything. They're just there. But we're gonna head north first. And I want to make the least amount of steps. And here's the other thing. The enemies are gonna start getting a lot of first strike. A lot of first strikes. Let's talk about Scum. Because this is the first encounter with Scum. They are weak to fire, and they are weak to weak to fire and ice attacks. But their whole shtick is that they poison. A lot of things in this cave poison. So we already talked about the arachnids, which are also poison. And then we talked about spiders, which are not poisonous at all. So we are actually going to focus on the arachnid with these two. And I'm going to go ahead and use fire on that. And I think probably just a regular melee attack. Naturally. Naturally, not only do they attack my mages, but they get poisoned. And instantly we're wasting a pier here. It's... whatever. So, like I said, I want to make the least amount of steps possible, so... it's very easy. Oh. Let's talk about the shadows. Shadows have 50 health points, and as you guys saw, they inflict darkness. They have a good evade. They have a decent evade at 18%. So once they cast darkness on a character, and then they already have a decent evade, these battles can tend to drag on a bit. They only have 50 hit points, so they're not really hard. And they don't really hit that hard either, so I'm not going to waste magic on them if I can help it. I guess this would be a good time to use if you brought light, or what is it, lamp, to undo darkness. If you ended up buying that, but I didn't, so I'm not actually too worried about it. I'm just gonna try to do this. If this drags on a little longer, I will use harm just to get done with this fight, because we don't need to take on... and now everyone's dark. Alright. Actually, this isn't too bad. Now that we got rid of 2 of them, I think we can handle the rest. I think we should be able to take this on. There we go. We're gonna be getting some decent XP and some okay gold in here. We're still 2,000 points away, but it's not terrible. Alright. And like I said, here come the first strikes. Enemies are going to get first strikes at every possible opportunity. And it's infuriating, to be honest with you. I don't know how else to put it. It's actually infuriating. So I'm actually going to have to use fire here because I was going to use a harm. This is definitely a time you would use harm. But on account that, naturally. And there we go. And this is how the game gets you. Because they will paralyze every single person on your party. And then that's how the game ends. And I hate to use such a high level magic on these idiots, but I mean, this is the only way to survive this place. Okay. I don't remember which rooms have what. And I don't okay, I'm going to go counterclockwise here. I don't remember which. Some of these. Some of these have enemies inside. Chests, and I don't remember which ones are which. I really don't. So. Okay, I found a large knife. Is that a large knife? Let's see. I wonder. If Ren can equip the large knife. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, we're sitting at 723. $923. I mean, if he hits, which he probably won't, he'll be able to do a small amount of more damage. So, I guess I'll take it. Now imagine, I told you guys the, oh man, gargoyles, this is so bad. This is incredibly bad. Gargoyles are very, very dangerous. They're just dangerous. They don't have any weaknesses to any elementals, and they do have 4 attacks. So, and they hit really hard. This is, I don't want to use this right now, but I have to. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die here. I wish I had brought slow. Good lord. If I had... Man, do I have slow? I don't have slow. Do you have slow? No, I didn't buy slow. This would be one of those times where slow would be a good thing, since these guys do get 4 attacks. God grief. We're gonna die. I mean, we beat these guys, but I mean, we're spent here, and I have a feeling we're not gonna make it out of the cave. Because now we have to use our items. Like, we're at that point. Like, the gargoyle encounter is not what you want. Alright, we got the gold. I don't remember which one we saw earlier. I think it was... Because there are 2 kinds of enemies that look exactly the same. So these are the scum. Yes, these are the scum. We fought these already. They also have really good absorb. They have 255 absorb, which I think is the maximum. So the only way to get rid of these guys, honestly, is via fire. I mean, it's literally the only way to kill them. And I'm going to waste a fire 2 spell. So that sucks. I mean, thankfully they only have 24 hit points. So with 255 absorb, which is 255 defense, and what you're about to find, you're gonna see Jean right now. He's poisoned. He's gonna go to the bottom of the list, and he's gonna trade with Bran. Now, this is something that I find incredibly, really stupid about this game. Why does Jean go to the bottom of the list? Immediately putting Bran at the top, meaning that if you're not incredibly careful or don't know that this happens, you're going to have Bran at the top of the list, meaning that Bran is going to be targeted more than anyone else. So why does the game do that? It's really stupid. You're about to find out. But anyway, what I was going to say, and look, here's Bran at the top of the list, and this is why I thought he was a girl, because look, he looks like he has like girly eyelashes. But anyway, explain to me who thought that the right thing, it was a smart idea or even a good idea to trade your characters on the list. It's really stupid. It's beyond stupid. It's just the most stupid thing I can think of. So you have to switch these guys immediately, because if you have Bran walking around at the top of the list, he's gonna get targeted by enemy attacks. It's so dumb. Alright, we got 2 chests. I have more gold and a short sword, which we already had. You guys remember, I think we already had the short sword. No, yeah, okay, so we had the short sword. You guys remember we had the short sword. And we sold it for the silver sword, which is better, right? And that's what I was telling you guys. Like, why would you wait till now to get the short sword when by this point the short sword is obsolete, really, and we're going to die. This is where we die, because monsters get first strike, and they're all going for Bran. It's so stupid. Sometimes this game really makes me angry. If you couldn't tell. Alright. Hopefully... Okay, good. Oh, he didn't die, though. Okay. We gotta get rid of these guys. I'll risk it. Okay, good. Oh, come on. And he still didn't die. Whatever, we got him. I think Jean can take him on. We survived. Those are the kinds of encounters. I mean, the enemies themselves are not very difficult. But when they get first strike and they're poisonous, I mean, you're pretty much screwed. And as you can see, like, we're out of magic slots. Like, we're screwed here. Like, and this is the kind of stuff, like, it makes you have to retreat. We can't finish this cave right now. I know what's coming up, and we simply don't have the resources. We don't have the resources to do this. I'm gonna save my fire, and I'm gonna use harm. I want to show you guys harm too. Please don't get... Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, I might be wasting a harm here. Well, that's a complete waste of a level 2 harm. But as you can see, it does some serious damage. And I don't think I talked about zombies. Because we talked about ghouls, but we didn't talk about zombies. And those were zombies. Those are new. Zombies are... Or did we? We've already encountered zombies. Zombies are weak. They're really weak. So I'm not... I think we already talked about those, so whatever. Yeah, the zombies, that's why they went down so fast. I thought those were ghouls. But they weren't. Oh, frickin' scum. I'm glad I saved my fire. Do I even have another fire? I have one left. And after this, we have to leave. So, right, I was going to say that earlier. At 255 defense, any attack that hits is only going to do 1 damage. So they have 24 hit points. It would take 24 normal hits to kill them. So if you're out of fire, good luck. You're going to need it. If we make it out of here alive, a blessing. A blessing. Yeah, we're going to have to go. I hate... This is the part of the game that I was telling you guys. We're gonna have to go back to town and resupply. And I might buy a house. I might have to buy a house. The house is the only thing that's going to recharge my spell slots. I'm thinking of getting a house. How close are we to the next level? I mean, we're not really. It's just... There are I think we did the first level, right? There's a whole nother level that we haven't even explored, and then one underneath that. And I just don't think we have what it takes right now to be able to complete this cave. I don't think we have the equipment, not the equipment. We don't have the restoratives that we would need, I think, to beat the Marsh Cave. So I would like to have at least 20 each. Maybe not 20. I don't know if 20 is a bit much, but I would like to have more pure. And I would like to have a lot more potions. Because I think the best idea is to save my spell slots. Because that's part of the strategy of this game. my level 1 spell slots, the ones that Bran has, I share harm and level 1 harm and level 1 cure. And so if I'm using all my healing spells, that's harm spells that I'm wasting, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I feel in this kind of dungeon, the harm spells are probably more useful. So I think what I'm going to do is use items to heal instead of spells. I think that's what I'm gonna end up having to do, and I think now I can pull up the werewolf. I think I have the werewolf. Yeah, werewolf have 68 hit points. And you know, they're not too tough as you saw, but they do have the poison, and we've seen what the poison can do. So, but in and of themselves, they're not too much more dangerous than a Grey Wolf. They just have the poison, which, I mean, automatically makes them more dangerous. But, you know, as far as regular attacks, they don't have anything special. They're not particularly beefy or anything. And they don't have high evade, high defense, or anything like that. Their attacks aren't that strong. They just poison. I know Eric is not doing so hot right now. I've always thought it was funny in games where one character can use an item on another character in the middle of battle. Like, what did Bran just run over to Eric and like pour the potion down his throat as he's fighting this giant? You just see Bran running around the battlefield, just like pouring liquid into people's mouths during the battle. Ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, unfortunately, like I said, this is the game. There's a lot of run away in this game. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm out of fire, so that stinks. Oh, we're almost at town, so I don't care. I'll just use my spells, get rid of these guys as quickly as I can. I'm not gonna bother cutting this fight because, I mean, we're already at time, so at this point, whatever. Hopefully, I wonder how much gold we'll have. Goodness. It might just be worth my while and everyone else's, like, not to waste you guys' time anymore, if I just go ahead and try to grind to level 10. I can't believe these things are not dead. What's it gonna take? Just die already. It might just be worth it to just get to level 10. Just grind to level 10 and just, you know. How are these things still alive? This is incredibly frustrating. I don't have magic. What are you doing? Do I have Cure 2? I'm gonna use Cure 2 on him. I don't care. This is so stupid. Oh man, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna grind to level 10. I think at level 10 we'll be more likely to be able to do this, because I think at this point we're not. Simply put, I don't think we can do this. I just don't think we can. So I think I'm gonna cut it here and grind to level 10. Oh my god. I'm gonna cut this fight. In fact, I'm calling it here. That's it. The next episode I will be level 10, and by then we should be a little better prepared for the Marsh Cave, because I don't want to have to go back and forth over and over again to the Marsh Cave. It's a waste of my time, it's a waste of your time. So in the next episode I'll be level 10, hopefully have some more restoratives, do some shopping, and we'll try to take on the Marsh Cave one more time. So until then,